After Number of the Beast, Bruce Dickinson toured with Maiden. They done a bunch of shows. And then, of course, just like it was back then, tour album, they went back in the studio to record an album. This time, however, Bruce Dickinson finally got some writing credits. And his writing credits do take up quite a bit of the album. He's a fantastic writer, which I think people didn't really understand with previous incarnation of Maiden with Paul Di'Anno. Because Paul Di'Anno, he was a great punk singer, but he wasn't up front. He wasn't there in the writing process. He was more just the singer. But Bruce Dickinson actually feels like part of the band. He is, especially on Revelations, he's got this writing style that is so different to Steve Harris, but yet it fits. Steve Harris is more, he talks more about war and metaphors and all that shit. But Bruce Dickinson really goes for it. He really goes, for the history, which is just really cool to see. And also, Peace of Mind, I think, is a bit underrated in Maiden's catalog, because in Maiden's catalog you've got the shit. Well, this is to Maiden fans anyway. You've got the shit albums, which are X Factor, Virtual 11. Then you've got the great albums, which is then you've got the good albums, which is pretty much all their new stuff. The 2 albums with Paul Di'Anno, No Prayer for the Dying, Fear the Dark, and then you've got those albums, those 4 albums, which really just get a good bang for your buck, and those are split into 2 parts again. Or sorry, they're 5. And those 5 albums are split again into the legendary ones, which are Number of the Beast, Peace of Mind, and Somewhere in Time. And then you've got 2 masterpieces, Power Slave and Seventh Son. Now that's what I found from Maiden fan to Maiden fan. That's what I've mostly found. But there are people who think Number of the Beast is the best, fucking X Factor is the best, whatever. But Peace of Mind definitely is underrated in the fact it should be up there with Power Slave and Seventh Son, because Peace of Mind is so different from Number of the Beast. Number of the Beast sounded like a bunch of songs kind of cooped together. It just kind of cooped together to make an album. Peace of Mind has that one album feel. It feels like all these songs were actually written for this album, and they all have a particular sound, which is just fantastic. And that's also, in my opinion, the first album where Maiden, well, since the debut anyway, that Maiden have not had a blunder. Like, this album is amazing from start to finish. Even the weaker tracks, such as When Eagles Dare and Quest for Fire, and even Die With Your Boots On, they're all, great tracks. They're just not as strong as the others, like To Tame a Land or The Trooper or Revelations. It's such great music, and just the playing on it is so tight. It's so tight. Dave Murray and Adrian Smith are fantastic together. The solos, the back and forth kind of solos, are just fantastic. Revelations, Bruce Dickinson's, I suppose, solo song on the album is, I don't know why they don't play it much anymore, because it's a fantastic song. Yeah, just fantastic. Especially the writing. The writing is so good, and that Bruce Dickinson really comes out in the writing. The music is great, but the lyrics are nice. The Trooper, staple of the main shows, fantastic. What other ones? To Tame a Land is so much better than Hallowed Be Thy Name. Like, I love it more. Like I said it in the previous review that the Hallowed Be Thy Name was a great song, but so overrated. But To Tame a Land is just such a good song. It is probably the only song that I can listen to of Maiden's with the really long intros, where I can actually sit through the long intro and not get bored. Because you have to be in a certain mood for Maiden's long songs. You have to kind of want to sit through them. But To Tame a Land, it's only 7 minutes, and it definitely is worth sitting through because it's a fantastic song. The vocal performance is fantastic. Bruce Dickinson, obviously, at his prime. What else? What else is on this album that I can possibly talk about? Vocal performance, great. Production, fantastic. Martin Birch, once again, what can you say? that's pretty much it. The artwork, Eddie is cool. It's got that him mantle kind of thing. Peace of Mind, which is, you know, Peace of Mind. Nickel McBrain came in. McBrain, Peace of Mind. Funny title. The CD is a picture of a brain on a plate, because the original title was Food for Thought. And then, you know, it's that there's some facts for you. There's some facts. How long have I been going for? Let's review in 5 minutes or 30 seconds. There's not much else to say about this album. It's a great album. Of course, there are some, like I said, there are some weaker tracks, but they're by no means bad. You know, you've got Quest for Fire, When Eagles Dare, and Die With Your Boots on. They aren't as good as the other tracks, but they're definitely great. Just weaker in comparison. So overall, with all this said, I'm going to give this album I'm going to give this album a 9.5 out of 10. You know, it's got hardly any shortcomings. It's a fantastic album. Just listen to it. If you haven't already, just what are you watching my review for? Go listen to it now. Peace of Mind. Cannot wait for Power Slave. Later, guys.